Uh-oh, are we not going to make it? We are live. Yay. I was worried we weren't going to make it. It looked like you didn't want to come in. Is anybody here and can you hear me? I don't have my usual microphone hooked up. I set this thing up wrong. It's using the mic off of the webcam, so hopefully the audio is okay. I got a little bit nicer microphone, but when I set the stream up, I was half asleep, but I messed it up, so hopefully you can hear me okay out there. I got a couple people here. Good to see you. Hello, guys. What's up? How's everybody doing? Everybody have a decent weekend? Mine was busy but good. Cool. You can hear me good? All right, cool. Different microphones. So I was worried. I've never used the one on the little webcam that I bought before. It's always been the little external mic. So I just kind of, like I said, I just woke up like 15 minutes ago to do this. So I'm pretty tired. And I just kind of set it up wrong. But I was like, well, it should work anyway. Be okay for one stream anyway. Still going on, Chad. And then we also got Burning Rebel Garage here. Cool, man. I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? So we got a couple more people coming. 4 people now. Cool. Happy Sunday night, everybody. I had a really good weekend and a lot of action this weekend, a lot of stuff to do, which was great. I had 2 days off in a row, which has been a long time since I had that. So that was nice. I took Saturday off work, so everything was cool, and hope you guys had a good one too, man. A little blurry. Yeah, it looks a little bit blurry to me too. I was just looking. I thought my glasses were dirty, but I realized a second ago that it is not that. Sit tight just for 1 second. Let me see if I can fix this. I think that's a little bit better. Very professional here. That should be a little bit better. Yeah, thought so. Yeah, when I first saw it, right before you said that, I was thinking, are my glasses that dirty? And then I realized, oh, you know what? It's the camera. It happened once before. Something on the camera, I think. What is it today? It's the 6th of October. Yeah. Yeah, it's our weather here, Chad, probably the same. Went from literally hot summer days to now it's full on fall, and there was really no in between. We just went straight into it. Hopefully, as usual, I'm sure we'll probably get some more of those nice days coming, but that's all right. For now, we'll deal with this cold. It's pretty chilly out there right now, so cool with Burning Rubber. Good to see you guys, man. Appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. Yeah, we just fell right into winter. Bam! It's like no transition this year. I think it kind of did that last year too. Went from shorts and t-shirts to, oh, it's time to get all the coats out. Hey, Fat Boy R6, what is going on? I haven't seen you in a while, man. Good to see you. Thanks for coming down. Been busy? Yeah, I hear you. Well, went from 100 to 72. That's not too bad. I'll take that. The 72 is just right. Actually, about 85 is just right, I think. But anyway. We went through Salina a couple times yesterday, Burning Rubber at Kansas City and back. So I was in Salina a couple times, and on the way back, we stopped in Salina to check out where the Tesla superchargers were there at the Holiday Inn Express or whatever that is. Yeah, everybody check out Fat Boy R6 channel for sure. Good channel. I'm way behind on my video watching. I've been doing a bunch of other stuff the last couple of weeks. I haven't had a chance to. I'm so far behind on some people's channels. I've lost track of what they're up to right lately. So it's all right though. I'm sure I'll have time to get caught back up here once the weather starts to get bad. Like most people, start watching a little bit more stuff because there's kind of stuck in the house in this part of the country a lot once the weather hits. So. That's true, Chad. If it was 80 degrees every day, everybody would want to live here. So that's the truth. Kind of like sometimes it's nice to be in the middle of nowhere. It has its advantages. Becky is here. Hello, Becky. Welcome back, Becky. Thank you for coming in. The chat is officially underway now. Becky has arrived. We always say that. That's when it's official. I got 8 people. Cool, man. Like I said, I was just asleep like 20 minutes ago. I was asleep, and I got up to do this and set it up real quick and forgot the microphone. So hopefully it sounds okay. And barely made it in here. I was gonna make myself some coffee, but I didn't have time before 7:45 hit. So I was like, well, never mind. I did about a half of a scoop of pre-workout energy stuff, and figured that'd be as good as a couple cups of coffee. So. Can't say your name there, Leonidas Tullius. I'm gonna call you Leon. Average price where we live here. I'm not sure what the average. Probably 70. So you can get a house here for like $20,000 up to. And there's some nice, really, really nice homes here that are probably $300,000 or $400,000, maybe $500,000. But you can get into a livable house here for 15, 20 here in this town. Actually, maybe 20 or 25 here in this town. And some of the surrounding smaller towns, you can get into a livable house for like $10,000 or $15,000 on some of them. So it's pretty cheap to live here as far as home housing goes. Utilities are a little bit high, but not that bad. And as you guys, some of you know, we have a few crazy taxes here, like the car, registering your car and all that stuff's a little bit high, but yeah, a lot of people move here for the cheap housing, buy a house. Actually, a lot of the people that rent here pay more than a lot of people that buy, because a lot of cars here, I've said this before, a lot of people have cars in their driveway that are worth a lot more than the house that they're living in. So kind of crazy, but it's just part of the country. In rural Nebraska, it's kind of like that. Some of the states around here are the same way. There's no jobs. There's not really anything to do. So the real estate isn't super high. We are gonna. The Challenger will stay in the garage. Tesla will be outside. We'll probably have to. We're gonna have to get a outlet on this. We have 110 out there, of course, and everything, but we need to get either a Tesla charger box out there on the side of the house, which they can go outdoors. There's a few different options for charging the car, so we got some different things we're looking into as far as that. So, because the nearest supercharger is in Grand Island, which is about 80. It's about 80 miles from us, so we have to definitely do something here at the house. Tail Happy is here. What's up, man? Good to see you, Tail Happy. Well, it seems like the week went by quick. It seems like we were just here. To me, anyway, it seems like we were just talking. I didn't do a midweek stream at all this week, and actually I only made 1 or 2 videos since then. It sure seems like we were just talking, to me anyway. Yeah, I wish we had. I love this house, but we really need we have a garage situation for sure. So Challenger's doing great. It's dirty though. I need to clean it. Actually, I could have washed the Challenger today, and I went out with my daughter for a while because I haven't seen her in I haven't hung out with her in a couple of weeks. So I thought about going by and cleaning it up, but we got to talking and doing other stuff, and it looked like it was going to rain all day, so I didn't really want to. Yeah, we'll have to race. Well, I'll tell you what, the one we were in yesterday would have smoked the Challenger. The thing was fast. She wasn't even really, getting on it hard or anything. That was a very fast car. So I knew it was fast, but once you ride in it, you realize just how seriously fast it is. So. That's how I was burning rubber. I laid in bed pretty late, got up, hung out with my daughter, sat around and watched some stuff on Netflix, and cooked dinner and took another nap, and my week has been a little crazy sleep wise. It's been kind of all over, little short naps all over there instead of a good long sleep. But I think the Tesla can get squirrely. I didn't feel anything like that yesterday, but I've heard that they can. And yeah, I don't know. It doesn't take all the fun away. It's hard to believe. You know, I kind of thought, well, it's not. I know it's fast, but it's not going to be that fun because there's not all the drama and sound and all that cool stuff. But it's a totally different kind of fun. It's like it's pretty cool. It gives you that same thrill, only in a little bit different way. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Oh, Leon, whatever says. I'm sorry, I can't say your name. Leonidas, what Leonidas? Uh, the wide body. I love the wide body. I love all the wide bodies. I think the wide body looks great. I think it makes the car look a little more modern and not so much a retro looking car, but I still love it. I think it looks great. Becky says Kim seemed to have a good time in the Tesla. Weird it was so quiet. Yeah, that's the weird thing about it. It just doesn't make any noise. You can hear the people complain about the wind noise and the tire noise on the ground in those things because you can hear it more because there's no other noise, so you just notice it more. So all you really hear is mostly. I didn't really notice any wind noise. We got on the highway and stuff, and I didn't hear a lot of wind noise. I've heard people kind of complain about the wind noise, but I didn't notice that. But I did. You could hear the tires on the ground. That was the main thing I could hear. Tire noise, but that's obviously that's normal. All cars do that. It's just that you hear it more in that car. So, oh boy, it was fast. Call you Leo. Okay, I'll call you Leo. Thank you. Fat Boy asked, so I'm hearing rumors about 2020 Dodge Cuda. Is it true, or are they trying to do? I don't know. There's been they've been talking about that for like a few years now, and there's little rumors and there's all those drawings, renderings of what it would look like, and speculation that it would be a smaller, lighter car than the Challenger and all that. But who knows what they're doing? You never know with FCA what they're doing. So I don't know. Steve Fitzpatrick is here. Hey, what's up, man? They talked about the next Challenger, the next Hellcat and Skypacks or whatever they come out with having electric assist. And at first I kind of thought, man, that's going to suck to make it, even faster and be maybe a smaller V8 or whatever, but with electric. But after being in that electric car yesterday, I'm not so sure if that would make me that upset because that thing was fast. It was so quick. Yeah. Chad says it wouldn't be fun on a long trip with someone you didn't want to talk to. Yeah, that's kind of true. It's awful quiet in there, but this had a beautiful sound system as well. You could always turn up some music or something. Sky's here. What's going on, Sky? I missed you. I was reading all the comments and you slipped in there. How's it going, Sky One? What's up? Steve Fitzpatrick is here. Oh, Steve, you did your brakes and rotors today. Cool. Leon asks about the Tin Barth too. I don't know anything other than the name, and I've heard a lot about it on YouTube. But I don't know. Anybody else know more about that than me? I don't know anything about that really, other than that's one of the tuners' names I hear a lot. So. Becky says her kid just asked about the Cuda today because of the post she saw. Maybe it's going to happen. It might. You never know with them. They're always up to something. It seems like they surprise us sometimes. So sometimes the rumors turn out to be true. They had some specs on it, 600 horsepower, and it's going to cost $60,000. That's not bad for 600 horsepower. Shit. I mean, darn. I mean, heck, yeah. I don't want to cuss. Get demonetized. So, Steve, you did your brakes and rotors. I was thinking about that the other day. This guy went to a car show. Some guy did a burnout and lost control and flipped his car. Oh, man. Was he okay? Yeah, you recorded that, right? You got that on video? That's always just when you put your camera away a second ago or something. Oh, you got it on video. Oh, yeah, that's good. I mean, I'm sorry it happened to the guy, and I hope everybody was okay. But it's good that you got it on video. Leon asked if my Challenger is ceramic coated. Mine is not. I wish I would have done that when I first got it, though. You're uploading and had some background music, so you had to re-render uploading that. Cool. Yeah, you got to watch that. Yep. You got to, if there's any music in there, no matter how faint or how often the distance is, you got to cover it up, which sucks. But every time I do a car show video or anything like that, I always end up having to just put my own music over the top because there's always music playing. So, yep, always. So it's always like, okay, sometimes I like to do commentary a little bit or whatever, but I don't even try. I just like walk around, show the cars, and when I edit it, I just put some music over it and call it good because there's always music. It's nice because the YouTube list of music you can use for free is pretty cool now. They're getting quite a pretty good bunch of stuff on there now, so pretty happy with that. And there's different ones. Some of them say you can use it, monetize it, no problem. Others say you can use it, monetize it, but they want you to put all this information in the description. I try to avoid those ones because it's just a little bit extra hassle to have to put all that information in the description. It's not a huge hassle, but it's kind of a pain. So I usually just use the ones that say just use it and monetize, feel free. So there's plenty of those on there. Yep, it's hard to get rid of that music, and it could be way in the distance, even for a few seconds or something, and they'll catch it. So yeah, I still got a couple from car shows that I had to go back and change. Yeah, that should be a good video for you, Sky. I've got a bunch of mods I'd like to do. I'd like to lower the car a little bit. I would like to do the Hellcat lower airbox. I'd like to tint the windows. I'd like to do a supercharger. There's a lot of stuff I'd like to do. This guy says they had a good time, so that's good. We had an eventful time, that's for sure. Did we get the Tesla? No, we did. I was pretty close. I think pretty sure we're getting one. After we drove that one, we went in and sat down and talked and everything with the guy. And when we told them exactly what we would be ordering if we ordered one, they had two that we could have taken that day in that exact configuration that we told them we wanted to order. So I'm the one who really wants to do it. Kim does too, but she's more conservative than me. She thinks about things a little longer. That's why we went and drove one. I was ready to just order one. So she wanted to drive one and all that. And they were like ready to send us home in one that day because they had, like he said he had two of them in the exact configuration that we wanted. We could have drove home with them, with either one of them that day. They were in the garage wrapped up in plastic, ready to go. All they had to do was clean them up and give them to us. But anyway, she was turned to me at one point and said, well, what should we do? Should we? And I was kind of taken aback because I was nowhere near ready to go home with one that day. So I was like, and then we got things back under control. We decided to go have lunch and think about it and stuff and talk. And so we decided just to hold off because like I said, we got to figure out the charging situation here at the house and a few other things. They answered a lot of our questions, which we had some concerns and questions, obviously living in the middle of nowhere in the cold weather and all that stuff. And they set our mind at ease about several things. I did forget to ask them one thing, but we can talk to them on the phone about that or whatever or online. But yeah, we were close. And yeah, like I didn't go there with any plans to take one home today. I thought we were going to order one soon. That was kind of my plan, what I wanted to do. But she, like I said, she wanted to drive one. So which was fine by me. It was a great trip and I had fun. So, but yeah, I was surprised when she looked at me at one point when we were talking to the guy and she was like, "Should we just do that? What do you want to do? Do you want to?" And I was like, "Whoa," because I wasn't prepared for that. But we'll see. We'll see. Everything, yeah, they want your money, of course. They just, and it was weird because we walked in there. They had us down as an appointment. They took our driver's license and made a copy and took us out to the car. They didn't ride with you or anything like that. They just said take it, and it was about I think about a quarter of one or something. And he said just try to have it back by 2 or before 2 if you can. And they just give you the car and let you take off in it. So it's pretty crazy, but. Yeah, well, I think we probably just keep it in one channel and keep it a Challenger channel with the Tesla kind of on the side. I don't know. Yeah, Becky, that dash there's nothing on the dash. Everything goes from the screen. There's two little ball things that roll on the steering wheel, and you can push them in too, and they kind of control everything. So between the screen and it's a touch screen, and then those things, you pretty much control everything from there except for the gears. To drive and reverse and park. You park by pushing the button on the end of the stalk, and then it has your regular turn signal thing, but there's nothing else up there. Everything's on that screen. So that's a little bit hard to get used to. And so, yeah, it's Leon says you had the Hellcat airbox on your 5.7, really won't feel a benefit until your car is going about 100. Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's designed for a boosted car. Try the K&N Blackhawk. Looks great and sounds beautiful. I'll look into that for sure. K&N Blackhawk. K&N Blackhawk. I gotta remember I don't have my pad and paper. Yeah, she's not crazy about being a camera. Get her on there a little bit. Kind of sneak her in there a little. Get her more used to. A lot of times I'll aim the camera at her and she'll be hiding. So I don't want to aim it too much at her while she was driving. I don't want her trying to hide while while she's controlling the car. Yeah, they had to wind it up with the big key. And that thing, I'm telling you guys, if you haven't experienced riding in one or driving one, they are fast. I mean, it was crazy. That car was fast, and I drive a Scat Pack every day, and I drive it aggressively, and I was mega impressed by that car. Oh no, Sky! So you're having trouble getting that thing up? Oh well, you'll get it. The car is just incredibly quick. It was amazing. The first couple times she got on just a little bit, it just threw me back in the seat, and it took you could feel your lungs and heart getting pushed to the. It's torque like crazy, and it's instant, and it's not making any noise. So you're like, it doesn't register for a second. Like, what's going on? A little bit of that roller coaster feeling kind of in your chest, your stomach, and everything. But there's no bargaining. The price is the price is the price. There's different packages, and that's the price. And there's no arguing over price or anything like that. And it's just they do it completely different way of selling cars. And it's like you probably saw if you saw in the video, it's like in this trendy downtown area of KC, and that's where most of their stores and stuff are. They're not like normal car dealerships where they're a little inconvenient to get down there because there was really seriously nowhere to park, and it was a Saturday, and it was just like real trendy area, expensive shops and all that stuff. Yeah, I was thinking I'll get some engine sounds for the audio system and make it sound like it's. Leon says he has a manual also, so you have aggressive exhaust, merged X pipe, Flowmaster, Super 10s, resonators deleted, and it sounds amazing. I'll bet that does sound amazing. They all sound really, really good. I bet that sounds amazing. Yeah, some of them have ludicrous mode, which is that's the sport version. We weren't even in the performance version. We were just in the all-wheel drive. extended range version, and the performance version is even quicker and faster. So I can't imagine what that one's like. But Steve's thinking about doing side pipes. What do you think? I think you should go for it. Everybody, it's good to do something different, you know? Go for it. Do side pipes. Yeah, I think there's Ludicrous, and then there's like Ludicrous Plus or something. I can't remember what it is now. It's crazy. That thing has, you can play games on it. You can watch movies on it. You can, it does all these ridiculous, you know, kind of things that it has fart mode where you can make it sound like somebody in one of the seats farted. It's just crazy. You pick which seat you want it to sound like it came from. It's crazy. There's all kinds of crazy things that car does. Like completely meaningless, useless, but it's just funny stuff, you know. The one we were in would probably beat a Hellcat, and the performance one, or the performance version even more so. So yeah, I mean it's I think the one we were in was 0 to 60 in 3.3. I mean, assuming the Hellcat doesn't hook up perfectly, it would probably beat it. And I think the other one, I think the performance versions on those are like 2 point something, 0 to 60. Yeah, they're fast cars. So the high speed isn't super high. Like my car has my Scat Pack can go faster in the long run than that car we were driving yesterday could, but we eventually come around it. But for the first good while there, that Tesla would take it. So pretty crazy car. I'm very impressed by the car, and I think it's kind of cool. I love gadgety, weird stuff like that. So I'm not like a Tesla guy. When you walk in there, I felt a little out of place. I wore my Mopar hat, as you saw, and it's kind of a different crowd in there, we'll say. Not really. I didn't really fit in, but that's okay. I'm very impressed with the car anyways. Yeah, someone check out Sky's channel and see if his video is showing up. Sky, you got a 4.2060. That's really quick. Damn. Nice. Hell yeah. One of the not the salesman or whatever representative guy we were with, wasn't him, it was one of the other guys, walked up to me, asked me about my Mopar hat because he worked at Dodge dealership for a long time and sold lots of Hellcats and all that stuff. So we talked for a minute. What other car YouTubers do you watch? Oh, let's see. I like some of the really big ones. You know, the main guys are pretty cool. Street Speed. I like kind of getting back into his videos lately because he's getting some more cars that I'm more into. I, of course, used to love Family Cruising a lot. He's no longer with us. He's with us in our lives, and he's alive. He's just not on YouTube anymore. I like Z Outlaw SS is kind of a funny guy. I enjoy his videos a lot. There's that guy that someone here suggested. His guy's rebuilding a Hellcat that was crashed. The name's escaping me right now, but what's that other guy? I think it's Uncle Tony's Garage is pretty good. I think that's the name of that channel. That Shmee guy is pretty cool. I watched a little bit of his videos. Like a British guy with a bunch of crazy cars, insane cars. There's a bunch of them. There's that Joy 66 guy. His videos rule. Everybody should subscribe. I haven't seen any of like Kevin Van Voris and his brother. I haven't seen any of their videos lately. I've kind of lost track of what they're up to. I think I've seen a couple of suggestions on the side, but I didn't click on them lately. But what else? There's quite a bit of stuff out there. There's so many channels. Boise City is here. What's up, Boise City? Or truck browsing. Oh yeah. David Van Vorst now has a stupid fast turbo Mustang. Yeah, I did. I think I remember seeing something about him getting a Mustang. Yeah, I just kind of lost track of the video. It's weird how you'll watch a bunch of someone's videos and then for whatever reason I think it just goes away in your suggested list or whatever, and maybe you forget to go back and check or whatever, and they just kind of fade away from them for a while. Oh, nice, Boise City. You were looking at a 19 Ram Rebel and a 19 Silverado Trail Boss. Sweet. Oh yeah, I saw that one guy building. Yeah, I've seen that. Steve Patrick, the guy that's doing Tall Guy's old Hellcat. Sting mode is a good one. I've been watching a lot of Tesla stuff the last couple weeks because we're looking at buying this car. So I've been kind of getting a little sidetracked on that. And nobody in particular on those videos, just watching everybody's videos that's making one, just trying to get as much information in my head about the car as I can. It's a lot of money, so I want to make sure I know what I'm doing. It's an adventure for sure. It's a risky thing to do for sure. It's a risky car to purchase, I think, but I think it's I don't know. It's a fun, really, really fun car. So just for the weirdness of it, and especially for where I live, it's a really weird thing to buy and super fast. And I don't know. I just like it. Tail Happy Productions. I've been watching MotorTube. Is that bad? Nothing wrong with that. Everyone has their opinions on things. He sure gets some cool cars. I'll give him that much. Boise was looking at a Pro Vortex Titan. Oh, the TRA Pro Tundra as well. Cool. Always that TRD name always makes me laugh. They should. I don't know about that. When I started I didn't drive the Challenger for a couple of days. Went out there today to take it out, and I started it up, and it was like, oh yeah, that old sound and everything kind of brought it all back. It sounded so nice when it started today. I put a big smile on my face, just like it always does. I need to get it cleaned up though. It's pretty dirty, but we just keep getting those little rainstorms over and over and over and over. So I almost hate to get too far into the clean. It's not like super dirty or anything, but dirtier than I usually let it get. Becky says she's not watching a lot of Challenger videos these days. You feel a little inferior with your 5.7. No, it's not wrong with 5.7. 5.7 is pretty badass. So and there's some 5.7 channels out there, I think. So keep watching those Challenger videos. Don't feel inferior. Nothing wrong with 5.7. Nothing wrong with the 6 cylinders even. Hell, still badass. Just think of cars like 15 years ago, or that horsepower ratings and stuff on cars even just not that long ago, where 5.7 would have been amazing. Yes, Boise, I do have a dirty challenge. It's not dirty. Like I tell people it's dirty. Like I'll go somewhere and someone says, "Oh, it sure is a beautiful car," and I'll be like, "Oh, well, it's really dirty right now." And they're like, "It's not dirty. I don't see any dirt on it." They don't notice it, but I do. So you guys have seen it pretty dirty. You guys have seen some videos where it's pretty dirty. So I'll usually show you guys when it gets bad. Like, look at this, and then we'll go clean it. Nothing wrong with 5.7s at all, man. Steve loves his 5.7. Yeah, that back gets so dirty. It's really frustrating. I think all cars do that, though. I was behind a Mustang a while back, and it was all clean and nice looking. And then I got behind him at a light, and I realized he had the same issue that the Challenger has back there. All that crap flies up and hits and lands right there all over the back. Becky, you spent Friday cleaning, and you took her for her inspection on Saturday, and she passed. Oh, good. I don't have to worry about inspections here. I like that. Good. I'm glad she passed. That's probably a relief, huh? You don't have to do anything to it. Yep, the Rebel has a 5.7 motor for a badass motor for a badass truck. I love those. Those motors are great. Hell, they've been using them a while. They're dependable, good motors, and you can do a lot to them from what I hear. So. Hey, Chad. Chad, you're out of here, man. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. That's right, Becky. Just the fact that you're a car girl makes you unique. There's not a lot of them out there. A lot of girls just don't care. A lot of guys don't care, for that matter. So. Yeah, the Rebels are expensive, aren't they, Boise City? Everything's expensive now, but a lot of trucks are like outrageous. It's like, wow, that's crazy. Take care, Chad. Thank you so much for being here. Chad's always entertaining. Usually has me rolling, laughing. He's always got funny comments. Yeah, the prices on cars nowadays and trucks and everything, it's just getting crazy, man. You got to really think about stuff now. It's like, man, that's a lot of money. Yeah, Fat Boy. Yeah, that's what they're saying. 2021, they're going to put a Hellcat motor in the truck and all that. Yeah, it'll probably be geared for trucks. Yeah, trucks have really changed. I mean, back in the day, you bought a truck and it was for a truck. Now it's like a really nice car, and you're afraid to use it for truck stuff. Whoa. Becky says she's leaving the car wash Friday. Another woman pulled in with her RT. Woman driving Camaro spun her tires and almost lost it. Yikes, yikes. Gotta be careful. Yeah, when you pull out of the car washes and you're all wet, the ground's probably wet and all that. It's pretty easy to lose it. Now there's a lot of nice cars down there, down whatever. I don't know what that area of Kansas City is called, but it's kind of the older downtown, trendy little area like every big city has. But well, a lot of nice cars down there, some Porsches and a couple other uh, tons and tons of like BMWs and Mercedes, and I saw several Porsches ones in the video, I think, and then there was a Ferrari something or another. I'm not sure what it was. I'm not super big on knowing which Ferraris are which, but a lot of nice cars down there. She's probably showing off for the Challengers, Becky. Yeah, I'm sure she saw the Challengers and was like, "Oh, watch this," because we all probably do that when we see another, that kind of car. And it happens to me all the time. People and anything else, they kind of got to show you. They want you to hear them or whatever. Todd Snake, what's up? Welcome in, Todd. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Boise says you can buy a Trail Boss custom for $38,000. Well, that's not too bad. I mean, that's a lot of money, but with the other prices, like we were just talking about, man, things are getting wild on the pricing on stuff. That's why there's all these freaking 72-month loans and stuff now. People can't buy the car otherwise. It's too much. It's crazy. All right, Todd, you just bought your first Challenger. Sweet, man. Awesome. Torrid Scat Pack Shaker with 6-speed. Yeah, you got to get the 6-speed. Nice, dude. Awesome. Steve, your RT has a brace in the trunk. Those strut braces in the back, or brace in the back. Sweet, Todd. You waited 6 weeks ago. Yeah, we ordered ours back when we got ours. We had ordered it too and had to wait. We waited 8 weeks because they hadn't started making the 18s yet when we ordered it. We had to wait 2 weeks for them to start and then another 6 weeks to get it. So I know that feeling of waiting. It's a long 6 weeks, wasn't it? It's fun though. It's cool and it's nice to order something exactly the way you want it. It's really, really cool. Something I always wanted to do and I finally got to do it. So yeah, congratulations, Todd. That's awesome. Good choices on the car, by the way. Boise says the Trail Boss Custom has the setup as the regular, only it's more basic with a 6-speed auto, 8-speed, and less creature comforts. Huh, cool. Yeah, Todd, how'd you find the channel? Good to have you here, though. I'm glad there's some new people coming on. I need some new subscribers, man. I love that Torrid color too. That's really nice, and I love the shaker. We almost got a shaker when we did ours, but we didn't quite do it. It was close. I really love the shaker. There's something. It just stands out so much, and it looks so cool. If I had to go back and do it again, I might do a shaker. I don't know. Wow, we've been on 45 minutes already. Seems like it's going by quick tonight, guys. Yeah, I need more subs. Everybody spread the word. I got to pay for this Tesla somehow. No. Sky says he's back. Looks like your video is going to take a while to process. It's not live. You're still blocked from public. Oh, really? Now you're seeing other videos showing the wreck. Oh, it's a dang. It'd be nicer to be the first one out there with it. Once in a while, I'll get lucky and be the first one out with a video on something that, like some news or something like that. It's always a good video for me whenever I can be like the first one. Yeah. I'm not plugged in. My computer's going to die. Hang on, guys. I forgot to plug in. I don't have a very good battery on this laptop I'm using. There we go. Yeah, I just want to get an old pickup, though. I think I just want to get an old beater pickup for when I need a pickup. You guys want to go for a cruise through the countryside again? We could do that. We could definitely do that. I got to get another action cam though. Both of my action cams have a horrible rattling sound when if I use it while I'm driving. Every bump in the road makes it rattle and it sounds horrible. The one just got old, and the other one I dropped it twice making one of the videos, and after that it's had an audio issue ever since, and there's a rattle. So I need to get another one that I can use. That's why I haven't done a lot of driving videos for you guys lately, where I'm driving around talking. I'll be in the car talking, but you'll notice that I'm stopped because if I'm driving, the audio sucks too bad. I did a little bit of that yesterday, but I was kind of holding the camera rather than having it mounted on the car. So when I mount it on the car, it just absorbs every rattle and it sounds bad. So I need to order another camera. I should probably do that this week. I really do like making those videos where I put the camera in the window or whatever and just drive around and talk to you guys. It's awesome. I like doing that. And like I said, I just can't because the audio just sucks when I do that. So. Boise says, Joey, how about a 1997 Chevy Silverado? Those things run forever. Yeah. Those, and I don't know, pretty much all the trucks are pretty good. All the Fords and the Chevys are good. Just a older kind of beater truck is what, oh man, hiccups, is what I would probably get if I got something. I don't see myself buying a new truck. Of course, you never know with me. I've went around for years saying I'd never buy another new car, and looks like we might have two now. So I was always going to buy used cars. I swore up and down I'd never go brand new again. And then I did it with the Challenger, and now it looks like we may be doing another one. So maybe I will buy a new truck one of these days. You never know. You can never say never, especially when it comes to vehicles and stuff. You never know what you're going to fall in love with. Somebody would have told me like 2 years ago that I'd be getting ready to buy a Tesla and that I would be totally into it and think it's awesome and all. I would have thought they were completely insane, and that's never going to happen. And here we are. So still love my Challenger more than anything, though. And it's like I always say, I wouldn't trade it for anything except for a Hellcat or a Hellcat Red Eye or whatever. Other than that, keeping the Challenger no matter what. It's my number one car. I love Challengers. That's my thing. So, but yeah, you know. Yeah, I think so, Boise. That would be good. I need a pickup and yeah, to kind of complete the set. Her son will be buying the Prius, I believe. So he's wanting the Prius. So that's one of the reasons we're looking for a new car. Becky said she'd never pay more for a car than her house, and you're wrong. Yeah, see, there's a lot of things that you think, and you think, never, never, never. But then one day, you find yourself signing some papers or something, going, what am I doing? But you know what? I don't want to sound like a whatever, but yeah, you only live once. And I know people say that kind of, they just throw that out there, but it is true. You don't want to you don't want to put yourself in the poorhouse. Obviously, you want to be comfortable, and you don't want to do anything that's going to put a big stress on you financially or anything like that. But if you can do it and you're into cars and stuff, just enjoy your life, man. Stop watching everybody else and do it. There's a lot of cars I would love to have that I could probably get if I really wanted to, but I wouldn't do it because it's just crazy. But if I can do it within reason and not have it be a major stress on life trying to pay for it, then I think it's worth doing. And everybody has their things. Some of us, like us, probably in this room, we're into cars. Some people are into boats, and some people are into electronics equipment in their house or audio systems, or they want to have the nicest house in the block or whatever. Some people like to work in their yards all day, and that costs money too. So it's all whatever you're into. I try to look down on what other people are into, because if that's what they're into, that's cool. If they want to buy, paintings, or they want to invest $50,000 in landscaping for their yard or whatever, that's their deal, and good for them. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that these loans are getting so long, because these cars are getting so dang expensive. People can't do like $1,500 a month payments. That's kind of crazy. I mean, some people can, obviously, but you start trying to get it down to where the payment is something that's not going to be too big for you. You start stretching these loans out to ridiculous numbers. So I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, we had when I was a kid, when I must have been 11. I think I was about 11 or 12. My parents had a house built in a kind of new neighborhood that was popping up, and corner lot and everything. I think it was, I want to say $42,000 or $48,000. I think it might have been $42,000. And that house right now is it's in Colorado Springs, Colorado, where it's expensive to live. So, God, I don't know what that thing would be worth now. Probably a ton. I don't even want to know. I know they sold it a few years later, 5 or 6 years later, probably somewhere around there, maybe 7 years later, for I think close to what they paid to have it done, close to double what they had it. So I hate to think what it's worth now. I wouldn't have any idea. I should look that up though. I remember when my parents got a brand new Buick Regal. It was like our first new. Well, we had a couple of new Volkswagen Bugs, or one new Volkswagen Bug before that, which was our first new car. But they bought a Buick Regal when I was a little kid, brand new. Ordered it and everything, and we had to wait. I remember when they drove up in that thing, that because I hadn't seen it until they brought it home, and I thought it was incredible. It was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen. And I think it was like $8,000 or something, which seemed like a crap ton of money at that time. I remember when I was really little, my dad telling me how much Corvettes cost, because I had a thing for Corvettes when I was really just a little guy, like before kindergarten. Some people in the neighborhood had one, and I was in love with it. And so I started pointing out every Corvette I ever saw, and I remember him telling me how much they cost, and I just was like, unbelievable. That can't be true. Yeah, I think Kim needs to get on camera more. She needs to be more of the channel, I think. I agree, Tail Happy. Blaze C says, shoot, his roommates and him pay 2 of your parents' house payments every month, and your payments for $350 per month. Yeah, things have certainly changed. Of course, people are making a lot more money, but yeah, it's crazy. Todd says you gave up your RC Yellow drone car hobby. Okay. You wanted a muscle car again? You had a 70 GTO for 25 years. Oh, sweet. So you sold it in, I've been there before. Sold it in 2005 to pay your son's medical bills off. Now I have a new dream car. Sweet, man. That's good to hear. I'm glad you got back into muscle cars again. And I hear you on paying your son's medical bills off. I had a daughter with type 1 diabetes, and there was an emergency situation when we first discovered she had diabetes, and it cost us, it was a tremendous amount of money. I had to sell some Harley Davidsons and stuff that I had to even just to stay afloat, basically, during that time. So. And most of her stuff was actually paid. She was insured at the time. We had insurance on the kid and everything like that, so it was all good, most of it. But there was still, oh God, I don't even remember, more than a couple of new cars worth of bills that weren't paid by insurance. So. Steve Fitzpatrick said your parents bought a new Grand Prix in '77 for $8,000. So yeah, the Regal would have been about the same. I think the Regal was in 1980. It was a brand new 1980 Buick Regal, so very similar car. And yeah, I want to say it was 8 or 85. It was around $8,000, I think. It seems crazy. I don't think I could drag her in here right now. She's like in her pajamas and her hair's messed up. But Burning Rubber would like to snag a good drone that would follow me. I've been thinking about a drone too, but it's like one of those things. It's on my list, but it's there's so many other things ahead of it. I would really like to get a drone. That would be cool. One of those ones that follows you and all that would be good. I'd like to really get some footage with that. That would be nice. Plus, it'd be fun. But I have a feeling I'm not sure if I have a feeling I'd mess it up pretty quick. But well, I guess I'll probably find out. I'll probably end up getting one eventually. So. Yeah, Todd Snake, man, that's cool. Welcome back to the muscle car world. Hey, Danette Sunday is here. What's up? How's it going, Danette? Good to see you back. Yeah, other things always seem to come up. It's like, well, maybe a drone, but then it's like, oh, there's this and that and the other. Okay, hold off. I want to do stuff to the car too, so I want to do stuff with the channel, camera-wise. But then the car, it's kind of a hard, I can't do everything that I want to do. Yeah, I'll start researching drones a little bit, kind of get into it, and then don't do it and fade away. And then I got to try to go back and research again because I forgot all the stuff that I learned before, like which ones are the reasonable price range that still do a lot of cool stuff, Steve's out of here. Good night, Steve. Thank you for coming in, Steve. Appreciate it, man. Boise City says a 2019 Kia Rio base model costs $13,000. Is that one of the cheaper cars out? That's got to be. Gosh, I didn't think anything was only 13. I haven't looked at like the lower price cars in a long time. I don't even know what they're costing nowadays. 13 is not too crazy. I mean, yeah, exactly, Boise. I think I bought a 1993 Ford Escort, brand new. It was my first new car that I ever bought personally. I think it was under $10,000. It was 9 something, and it was very basic. I mean, it didn't even come with a radio or anything, so it was super basic. No air conditioning. I think Ford had one cheaper car at the time than the Escort, the Festiva, I think it was. But I got the Escort. I could have got a Festiva with more features. I love that little car, though. I took good care of that car. I was proud of that thing, even though it was bottom of the barrel car at the time. But to me, it was cool. It was my first new car, so. Boise says your 14 Elantra costs about as much as your parents' house in '77. Yeah. Yeah, you can see some Trail Happy says you can use Scat Packs for $30,000 with reasonable mileage. Yeah, you can find some pretty good deals out there if you dig around. I was looking at what we owe on ours compared to what it's worth, and it was like low 30s it was worth, so according to all the books and everything. Oh, Danette says it's been a bittersweet week. You sold your '69 Coronet RT. I was over it now, looking for vintage. Oh, you're looking for looking for a vintage Hemi car or a 6-pack car. Cool. So you're not you didn't sell it. You're going to get something else. So at least, yeah, I hear you. Bittersweet though. At least but you got something to look forward to too. So it's always nice. You didn't just sell it and then not without any plans. You're still looking for something else. So that's kind of exciting. Car shopping's kind of fun. It can get frustrating at times though too. I get burned out sometimes. I'll be looking and looking and looking and looking. I'll just get burned out. That way, I'm that way with a lot of things, whether it's cars or other stuff that I'm like shopping for, looking for a deal, looking for the right one, and I'll just immerse myself so much in it that I get fatigued after a couple of weeks or whatever, and have to walk away for a while. Yeah, from what I hear, Kias are much better cars than they were. They've overcome a lot of that early on stuff that they were kind of had a bad reputation. And yeah, I think they got a really good warranty. So I know where I work, we get occasionally like people come in for Kia parts. Not very often. There's not very many around here, but when they do, it's usually a real difficult time getting parts for those cars. But even the red eye can hardly put a smile on your face. Oh man, that's pretty bad to that. That's okay. You're gonna have a smile on your face when you find something else, though. So. Yeah, Kia and Hyundai have the 5-year 60,000 basic and the 10-year 100,000 warranty. I don't know if anybody's making necessarily a bad car nowadays. They're all the cars are pretty good. I mean, there's nobody making a crappy car anymore. Yeah, sorry if you're lost in that, but yeah, you got stuff to look forward to though. So look to the future and to the fun of finding the new car. It's always a good time, but like I said, it can get stressful. So. You're probably going to hear a dog barking in a second. I hear them letting the dog out. She'll be standing right under this window. So she may be barking in just a second here. Her last trip outside before she comes back in and goes to bed. Yeah, the hunt is half the fun. And, that going to get it or having it delivered, whatever you got to do and all that, it's fun. Heck, it's half the fun of doing the. Yeah, I agree. It's part of the whole hobby and the whole fun thing about it all is it's finding the right car or motorcycle or whatever it is you're into. Hey, Tail Happy, it's out of here. Good night, man. Hope you had a good Sunday night. Appreciate that. Thanks for coming in, man. I always have such a good time here. Tonight I was so tired I could barely keep my eyes open, but once we got going, I was like, all right, this is great. You just forget, man, time's flying by. You guys rule. This is my social life here. Saw quite a few challengers yesterday. Didn't see anything, a couple scat packs, didn't see any Hellcat. Didn't run into any Hellcats or anything all day. That was kind of weird. I kind of expected to. Chris Little, hello, Chris. What's up? Chris says, find it crazy that so many kids are out there getting themselves into new Mopars. You're over here wondering if they're trust fund babies or selling drugs. uh, I don't. I just let whatever people do is none of my business. I hate to think bad things about people. Not that being a trust fund baby is bad. I wish I was, but good for them if they are. If they're selling drugs, hopefully they find something better a better way, because they're going to end up in trouble. So you only get away with that for so long. But yeah, you don't ever know. You never know what people have going on, what they might be doing, or how they're doing stuff. So I try to just be happy for them for what they have. If they're doing what they want to do, that's good. And I don't care if someone's a trust fund baby. That's good for them. Too bad we can't all be like that, but hey, someone's got to be. So. Yeah, Becky says, "Is your social life too?" Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. It's like, oh, I'll go talk to my friends tonight. I go to work and I talk to people at work and stuff like that, but I don't really hang out with anybody. I bring Kim and my kids and stuff like that, but yeah, Boise, you're exactly right. I don't have really much of a social life. Chris Little says you're hoping to get a scat in the next year, but still wondering if you should hold out, see what's around the corner. You've got a 14 RT Challenger with 6-speed in the meantime. Oh, cool. That's a cool car, man. 14 RT. I would say just go for it whenever the time comes. Go for it. Don't worry about what's around the corner, because if you worry about what's around the corner, you're always going to be worried about what's around the next corner. So if you get to the point where you can get the car you want, get it. And, just make sure you don't get upside down in it. And if something really cool does come out that you want, then you can always, move on to the next thing, as long as you don't owe more than what it's worth. You can. And I don't really care about I don't really, the social life thing, I'm not sitting around lonely. I'm done lots of things going on. I'm busy all the time. I have my channel and this chat and all this stuff that we do, and I really enjoy that. And I enjoy spending time with Kim and my kids and everybody else. And I don't really miss or feel like I'm lacking anything in my life, like that I don't go out and party and don't go out to the bars, don't really have a social life. I don't go to sporting events and all that kind of stuff. Or I don't really miss it, don't care about it, and I feel very satisfied with everything, even though I don't really have, a lot of people that I hang out with in person. So I'm perfectly good with that. I love my car and my girlfriend and my kids, and love my busy life and all that stuff. So hell, can't complain. Yeah, cats and dogs, and I wish we'd get a cat here. We can't. She doesn't want a cat, but I used to have cats. I like cats and I like dogs. I like pretty much everything. Got a weird fear of birds, though, but we won't go there. Yeah, I don't sit around and wish. There's been a couple times where I thought maybe I should go to the bar and have a drink or something, but I just don't miss it. It's just a waste of money and get in trouble. And if I go to the bar and drink, then I got to figure out how the hell am I going to get home. So I'm sure as hell not driving like that. Boise says CNAs don't have a social life. For us, it's work, go home, go TV, bed. Yeah, I look forward to going home. I look forward to being home, watching videos or whatever, making videos, watching something on Netflix or whatever. And I really look forward to that. Like I said, I don't feel like I'm lacking anything like in that department at all. What's up? LMBC6 Brian, what's going on? You missed your scat? You had a 17 with the automatic and 392 sold to move your family to Florida. Well, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You'll get another one. How's it going? Good to see you here. Thanks for being in. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Sometimes you got to sell something that you really love. But you know what? You got to do, especially when it comes to family stuff. Nothing wrong with the Sonata. Does it get you where you got to go? You know, get you back and forth, and it starts every day and all that shit, so all that stuff. I got to quit cussing. I'm going to get in trouble. You know, yeah, it's slow, but that's okay. 30 miles per gallon, and it gets you where you got to go. So my saying is if the car gets you where you got to go every day, then it's a good car. So it's nice to be able to have something nicer that you really love, but appreciate what you have and be thankful. There's a lot of people out there with no car, so they would look at your Sonata and think that you're the luckiest guy in the world. So keep that in mind, you know. Jeanette says 3 kids, 4 grandkids, and yeah. The older you get, the less I think you care really about all the social life and all that stuff. I mean, it's nice to have, but I'm perfectly fulfilled with everything. I don't really, on the rare occasion that there's some reason why I'm actually out, like at there's been work functions and things in the past where I kind of had to go out because everybody was going to whatever, there's a Christmas party or something like that. And I have a good time at those. I always enjoyed it, but it's not something I want to do all the time. So yep, if it works, I'll use it. LBC, I'll just call you Brian. So thanks, Joey, saving for another challenge. Yeah, keep saving up and just keep shopping and thinking and getting ready for that next challenger. You'll get there, man. Brian says he's been watching the channel for a while. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Please keep watching, man, and spread the word. Get other people to subscribe. Wondered if you regret not getting the automatic. No, I really love the 6-speed. I'm a manual transmission guy. I really prefer it. I know that the manuals or the automatic's a little bit quicker and all that stuff, but I really like can't talk. I really like manuals. So. But nothing wrong with the automatics either. I mean, there's some awesome automatics, and that's one of them right there. So I love them all, but we ordered it, you know, from the factory, so that's the way we wanted it. Boise City says you need to think about getting married. Single life starts like, yeah, it gets old after a while. I went through a couple single stages in my life where I was out partying and hooking up, and it got old pretty quick. And then this last a few years ago, before I met Kim, I was completely out of control. I can't even remember all the stuff I did to her and all the people I was hanging, whatever. I won't go there, but sometimes I'll want to pop into my head and go, oh yeah, I forgot about her or whatever. But it was just kind of a lonely, it's kind of a weird time. I don't know what I was doing, and I don't want to go back there. I know that. So. Yeah, manual's a lot of fun. Your daily driving city. Yeah, you know, if I lived like in a big city where there's a lot of traffic and stuff, and I had to daily drive it would probably get a little bit. I mean, I do drive to some big cities in it now once in a while, and in like stop and go traffic and stuff, and I don't really mind it. But if I had to do that every day, it might get old after a while. Yeah, and then way back then, way back in the old days when I was in the heavy metal band and all that, I did. We drank every night, partied every night. There was never like a plan to go party. It went without saying. It was band practice, and about the time that wrapped up, all the friends would start showing up, and we'd either party at the band practice house, or we would all go somewhere else to another party or bar hopping or whatever. There was just always something going on. It almost went without saying, you know, just depended on who was going, not if we were going. But. Oh, so Brian you were going 30, so you had like a 60-mile round trip to work in your Camaro with the manual before the Scat Pack. Yeah, in traffic, I'm sure it can get old pretty quick. I live in the middle of nowhere with big, long, straight roads, but like I said, when I do go to the city, it doesn't bother me at all. But like I don't have to do it every day, so They're both great. I mean, they both have their good points. You know, they're both, one's a lot of fun, the other one's a lot more practical, makes more sense probably. But yeah, it probably won't be too long before we're able to get manuals anyway. So there's few and far between nowadays. Yeah, manual Hellcat would be a ton of fun. I would love, love, love that. But hey, Motley 392. Motley 392 is in the house. What's up? You just got back from Atlantic City? Cool. Let's peek in and say hi. Well, hello. Nice Tesla. Yeah, Tesla was fun, man. I tell you what, that thing was fast. That was crazy fast. Crazy quick, I should say. Boise, lucky for you, found a woman who's a big gearhead like you. That's cool. Yeah. I got lucky with Kim. She likes cars and stuff a lot too. We have obviously different car tastes, but that's cool. She's into, you know, and she accepts all my weird things that I like. So she doesn't try to like change me. And that's always, you don't want to try to change anybody. People are going to like and do the things they want to do. So that's always nice too. So. Alex TNY, do you know the difference between an inline six and a 2JZ engine? No, I don't know what a 2JZ engine is. Oh, is that a super engine? Okay. There we go. Welcome in, Alex. Hey, Shivos Adventure, what's up? Pressure washer is doing good. I was just thinking about pulling that out earlier today, but it looked like it was going to rain, so I didn't do it. But yeah, it's doing good. I'm used it a little bit more. I went to a stage where I wasn't using it because it's kind of a pain in the butt, all the hoses and cords. But I kind of got over that. Been using it a little bit more, but yeah, it's working great so far. I'm wondering if I need to take it inside for the winter though. I think if I make sure I get all the water out of it, it should be okay. But I don't know. Maybe I should put it down in the basement for the winter instead of leaving it in the garage. I don't know if the super freezing cold weather is going to give it any issues or not. Sitting there all winter like that. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll wrap it up and put it in the basement. Just in case. I don't want to get it out next year and have it got too cold and sprung a bunch of leaks or something with all that hard plastic and everything. It's not the most expensive, highest quality thing ever. It works well, but Alex, you're getting the Audi A4 Avant. Cool. Don't know a lot about those, but there's some really nice Audis out there. Yeah, Brian says you sold you daily drove your Scat in Chicago in the winter, kind of like I do here. But you still had to move to a place where you could do it all year. It wouldn't have been a bad. Yeah. Cool, Alex. I have to look that up. I know. I guess I know what an A4 looks like. Yeah, I do. They have some good-looking cars, that's for sure. Like I said, I don't know a lot about Audis, but I don't know a lot about a lot of cars. So I'm no car expert by any stretch. I just like talking about them and driving them. When it comes to fixing them and stuff, I can do the basics, and but when it comes to anything very too in depth, I got to get help. I just got a drift RC car. Sweet. Ryan says, "What's the color of your Scat?" Mine, I have octane red. If you're asking about mine. Oh, what was Brian's color on your Scat bag, Brian? Alex says it's powerful as fuck. I said another. You just made me say a bad word. LBC's was white. Yeah, it's a good looking car in white too. My fault for reading it. I just read what you said and I didn't think. I'm gonna get demonetized now. It's okay. Yeah, I love the tail stripe. I had to have the tail stripe. I had to get the Scat Pack appearance group because I wanted the tail stripe and then the blacked out grill. And it was like, I gotta have that. So just something about that. I think it's the best looking stripe on any of the models. It really looks cool. And that blacked out grill makes it look a little meaner from the front. And what else did you get with the Scat Pack? Then you get the that hectic mesh inside in the interior rather than the kind of flat gray color or silver color. Alex says, guess how old are you, Alex? I don't know. 20. I'll guess 20. I had the black, I got the black leather and suede or whatever, and we didn't get a ton of options on it. 13, and you got an Audi, or you're getting an Audi. Well, I just said a bad word in front of a 13-year-old. Well, that's cool, man. It's good to have goals, and I'm glad you're getting an Audi. That's cool, man. I'm glad you're into cars and stuff. That's awesome. Thanks for coming in the room. Appreciate it. I know I'm a bad influence. He typed it. I just read it. Brian got yours used with 9,000 miles. Sticker was 47. You paid 35. Cool. Nice. Yeah, I think with the Scat Pack appearance group, you get the mid-range audio, you get that hectic mesh interior stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Do they all have the Scat Pack logo in the seats, or was that part of the Scat Pack appearance group too? I can't remember now. And then the blacked out grill and the tail stripe and the black gas cap cover thing door. There's a few little options with that appearance group. Doesn't come with the appearance group. And then I think when you start the car and you get the Scat Pack B that comes on before you start the car, when you start the car, I think that might be part of that group too. I can't remember, or do they all do that? But yeah, it comes with some pretty cool stuff. And I would have paid it just for the stripe because I was in love with the stripe. So. No, I have not. I haven't done any official track drag racing in mine. Just I've run the quarter mile on the computer on the car, but nothing official at the track. There's some 8th mile drag racing up about 60 miles from me on some of the weekends, which I've thought about doing, but yeah, I bet it's fun. I've always thought about it. I'd like to do it, but I probably will. Yeah, I got to get better. I've got some 305s on the back, but they don't hook up the best at all. So. Alex, in a country accent, slap some turbos and some nitros. Sweet. Yeah, those probably hook up pretty good. 18 by 10s, 305 Mickey Thompson ET Street R's. Yeah, I just got like regular street. They're 305s, but they're just regular, street tires and stuff. So they don't really hook up that good. They hook up better than the 245s that were on it, but still, it's still hard to not spin. Oh, nice. 12.3 at 116. That's pretty fast. Nice. Yeah, that's I'm sure that's a lot of fun, and I would love to do it. I probably will. Yeah, that's I think Brian. I think that's the first thing anybody needs to do if they want to get better times is tires. Everybody says, "What should I do?" You know, as far as mods and performance mods. Well, you can't. There's not really much point in doing any performance mods until you can put the power down to the ground. That's my philosophy. So if you can't get the power down to the ground and hook up, then what's the point of having more horsepower and torque? You can't use it anyway. So these people are pumping their engines up to stay. It's like, well, you still got those tires on there, so it's not going to go anywhere. Nice. Damn, that's fast 0 to 60. That's really fast. Whew. Yeah, I heard the timers on the dash are supposed to be really accurate, but I don't know for sure. So when are you going to force feed the scat? I don't know. I'm a little leery of doing too many crazy things to my car. I've done a few things, minor stuff, but Becky Ware said, I was talking to the kid that works at the dealership about your car and your tire setup, and he agreed that with me that you should go 275s. Yeah, 275s would be perfect for you. Alex has a girlfriend. There's a twin turbo Golf, and it does 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. That's pretty quick. I've got 275s up front and 305s in the back because I got a staggered set. I got 10 and a half wide on the back and 9 and a half wide on the front. Oh, friend. Okay. I think you said girlfriend. Oh, your friend. I don't know why I read girlfriend into that. But Mark Duty, what's up? Yes, I think I did get. I need to get back on those videos, guys. For the you guys send me pictures of your cars videos. I have fallen behind on that, and I do have a picture of your car, Mark. I've got to get that organized because I got a whole bunch of emails that I got to dig through to and pull all those pictures off of there and everything. It's been kind of a. I faded away from that the last couple of weeks. I need to get back on it. Hey, Boise. Take care, man. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you being here. You always keep the conversation going. I appreciate that. You got a lot of good stuff, a lot of good comments and stuff. So a lot of good information. Appreciate it. Appreciate you being here. Always look forward to seeing you. It's weird. No matter, I don't know. I think the 305 look great on the back of an RT, but I don't get any rubbing or anything. I've even gotten under there, had it up in the air, and gotten under there, and it's close in a couple of little spots where it looks like it's pretty. It was real close in a couple spots, but it's not bad. It's not going to rub on anything, and it looks good. Like I said, it hasn't made a huge improvement. It hasn't done quite as much as I hoped as far as getting it to hook up, but I wouldn't say it's a pretty big improvement over the 245s as far as that, but still spins real easy, so it's still real tricky to launch. Get it just right once in a while, but more than often than not, I either bog down a little bit, so I'm trying to go too easy, or I overdo it a little bit. So it's tough to find that sweet spot. Yeah. Yeah, Chevrolet Adventures. Yeah. 420, 426 Philly built. Sends this guy back and then force feed it. Hell yeah, I wish. There's some pretty good tires out there. There's some pretty good choices. It's kind of nice. we're in a good time, I think, for cars and stuff right now. There's lots of cool cars, and then you start looking at things in tires and other mods and other things. Like there's all kinds of choices, and everyone's got their opinions on brands and whatever. But it's nice when you go look for tires and you got 20 choices instead of 3 or something. Yeah. I sold my original wheels and tires, which I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have kept. I probably should have held on to those, but decided to sell them. I listed them on Craigslist and they sold almost immediately. So I probably should have asked more money as well. But that's all right. As soon as I put them on, they sold like boom. Some guy said, "I want them, will be there." So, and that's got me thinking, oh, maybe I should have asked more money for them. But oh well, they're gone now, and he's using them on a project. He has a old Dodge truck that he was using them on a project for. He's putting a 392 in an old Dodge truck, and he's going to use the stock Scat Pack wheels and tires for it. So cool, pretty cool. Alex is super tired. I was super tired. I just woke up from a nap before we started this an hour and a half or so ago. Uh-oh. QWERTY fire. Did you fall asleep on your keyboard? You did, but not literally. You didn't literally shit, but okay, Alex. Well, guys, I think we were going to wrap this up. I usually go about an hour and a half, and that's about where we're at now. So I think we'll call it a night for this Sunday, and thank everybody for being here. As always, appreciate you guys so much coming in. It's always a good time, and that was a quick hour and a half. It went by really quick. I couldn't keep my eyes open at first. I was like, oh, it's going to be hard. It's been great. So anyways, guys, take care, everybody. Appreciate it, and see you soon. Hopefully get a couple more videos out for you here real quick, and I'll keep you updated on all the car situations that's going on. And everybody, appreciate you guys. Good night, Shivos, Alex, Becky. Good night, everybody. Brian, who else? Everybody that's here, man. Thanks a lot. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks. Have a good week, and I'll probably be on with the video in a couple days, and maybe try to do a live stream this sometime during the week. We'll see. Thanks, guys. Take care.